Hey, gang. I have great news for you. Then I want to talk about something serious. The great news is this: Elon Musk is launching a family friendly film company. Ha! Thank God. Elon Musk, Mel Gibson, and Mark Wahlberg. Now, this could be one of those dumb rumors from one of those fake Facebook pages like Patriots for Bald Eagles America Baseball. That's just a Russian bot farm being like, Jason Aldean is more popular than Taylor Swift. I don't know. It could be that, or it could be real. Who knows? I just saw it. I'm not going to vet it. I'm not going to investigate it or research it because I don't fucking care. And those of you telling me you're posting something from 2 years ago, we count on you for accuracy. I'm a fucking comedian, ma'am. Okay? Relax. You think I give a fuck about accuracy while they are literally lying on purpose all day, every day? And you're out here in a comedian's DMs trying to make sure I have journalistic integrity. They own 2 channels specifically for lying to you. The entire GOP has enabled Russia to lie directly to the dumbest people in America. And it's fucking working. So worry less about what I'm doing, worry more about what they're doing. And we need to stop following rules that they stopped following 10 fucking years ago. They are running down the court with nunchucks in both hands, shitting on the floor, and our team's over here still trying not to double dribble. Shut the fuck up. So, whether it's true or not, let's talk about Elon Musk and Mel Gibson starting a family values film company. Elon Musk, who has, I'm pretty sure, 13 kids from, I think, 4 or is it 5 different women. Ketamine addicted South African Nazi with a bunch of kids from a bunch of different women teaming up with an elderly anti-Semite who beat his wife and wasn't allowed to have guns until the Trump administration made someone forced someone into giving Mel Gibson his guns back. They're starting a family-friendly film. That is wonderful, isn't it? I hope it has the blessing of the rapist pedophile with the orange face and the dirty diaper who's a lifelong con man who sells a Bible, a USA Bible made in China. Him and Lee Greenwood, 2 dudes with 9 marriages in between the 2 of them. I sure hope this family-friendly film company has his stamp of approval. How fucking dumb can the right be? How dumb can y'all be? You are so pitiful. It's so pitiful. It's sad. I know that you don't possess the intellect or self-awareness to be embarrassed, but rest assured, real Americans are fucking embarrassed for you. You're fucking pathetic. And that's the nicest way. This is me being nice. I'm trying to say it to you in a nice way that might sink in. People keep going, hey, you got to be nicer to people. Do I? Is that what the Germans thought when they looked back in the mid-40s? You know, I think where we went wrong is we weren't nice enough to those Nazis. I think if we would have been nicer and we would have followed the rules better, and we should have definitely had more permits for our protests. We could have stopped those Nazis back in 1939 if we just would have made sure our protests were all permitted. It's very important. And don't you dare amplify the voice of anyone protesting doing their own thing unless they have permits and they're following all your guidelines. Because I have a feeling that the Nazis won't like that. And we'll never stop them unless we follow all the rules that they're breaking. There are a lot of fucking feeble-minded motherfuckers in this country, and please stop. Please stop. I've supported every movement happening against fascism, and very few of them have supported me. And the first thing they think, we just want to make sure that we're really following all the guidelines. And do you have a permit? No, I don't have a permit. I didn't have a permit today, and there were 10 cop cars, and guess what they said to us? 0. Because you can protest on sidewalks as long as you don't block them. Stop being a pussy. Stop doing protest in parks where nobody's going to see you. Do a protest with a purpose. Show up at the Heritage Foundation. Show up at the media. Yell at somebody that's going to hear your voice. Don't get in a park where nobody's around except your fucking echo chamber and yell at each other. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. We're not going to win by following rules placed upon us by people deliberately breaking the same rules every fucking day. It's not going to work. It's not. This Veterans Town Hall tomorrow night in Atlanta, 6 o'clock. It's going to be at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. It's important. It's going to be the first of many. I'm going to try and get these groups that mostly ignore me, even though I'm doing bigger shit by myself than they are as a group. I'm going to try to talk to them and say to them, please fucking do Veterans Town Halls, please. Maybe I'll get somebody who gets more permits to send the email for me so they'll fucking listen. Please do Veterans Town Halls, because these trailer goblin dirt road dipshits are going to ignore every fucking thing you say. They're going to ignore the purple-haired trans person talking about equality. I support that person. I will fight and die for that person if I have to. But these MAGA rednecks don't care about that. They don't. They don't care about empathy. They don't care about morality. They don't care about ethics. What they do care about is pretending they're tough and pretending that they're patriots. And they're not going to badmouth 1,000 veterans. They're not. Veterans against Trump are probably the only people that these MAGA sycophants are going to listen to. And as long as you are failing to platform them and amplify their voices, you are never going to win. You're never going to win. Keep gathering in parks where no one sees you and yelling at each other without media coverage. You're not going to win. You're not. The only way to shift the paradigm in this country is for him to become so unpopular, for it to become so unpopular to support him, to shift the paradigm so much that his lack of support is palpable and obvious to every single politically informed person paying attention. And then what can happen is the people who are in our government or at the higher levels of our society, who very much want him gone and have the means to get him gone. Make no mistake. People high up in military intelligence and military in general don't like this fucking guy. And they're the most connected people in the United States and globally, including with NATO. These people don't like him, and they are talking to each other just like we are talking to each other. They are problem solving and strategizing just like we are problem solving and strategizing. And until or unless you show them unequivocally, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he does not have the support he needs to stay in office, until you show them that, they won't remove him. Once you show them that, once it is so obvious that the country is now officially against this guy, which they already are, I would say less than 25% of the total adult population still supports him. But we need that number even smaller. And the way to make it smaller is by tough, brave veterans saying, I fought for this fucking country and now this country is fucking me. They are taking away my benefits. They are firing the veterans who were taking care of me as a veteran. They are cutting the VA, gutting the VA. Tens of thousands of jobs being cut very soon. The Veteran Suicide Hotline defunded. Veterans Cancer Research defunded. Mental health resources defunded. Until veterans are amplified and heard and seen by all the people in America, you'll never shift the popular opinion fast enough to get him out quickly, which is what needs to happen. We are running out of runway. It needs to happen soon. And the way to happen, for it to happen, is amplifying these veterans in every place and in every way and every chance you get. And I don't care what your group name is, until you follow that strategy, you will fail, and we will fail as a democracy because of it. It is not enough to gather safely in a permitted space and yell into your echo chamber. It's not enough. It never will be. It never has been. It never will be. So if you want it to remain peaceful, this strategy I'm telling you is the strategy. There's other parts to it, but that's the main part. Pressure on the media, pressure on the power structure, pressure on Heritage Foundation, amplifying veterans' voices, more town halls, more boycotts, more strikes. All of that is necessary, but you will not shift the popular opinion of our society in an impactful way enough to give these people a permission structure to remove him from office until you amplify veterans' voices. So the first town hall that I'm hosting for veterans is tomorrow night, Monday night, Atlanta Comedy Theater, 6 p.m. We only have space for 200 people. I'm going to let as many veterans speak as possible. If there's 30 of you, it might only be 2 minutes apiece. If there's 20 of you, it might be 30 minutes apiece. I'm going to let you speak as much as possible. And then we have an incredible speaker, Dr. Kyle Horton, who's a physician. She spent her entire career caring for and advocating for veterans against burn pit issues, Agent Orange issues, chemical poisoning issues, PTSD, suicide, all of it. And then we're going to have a speaker, my new friend Christopher, who I just flew here from Oregon, who's only home from Ukraine because he's recovering from pneumonia. He's flying back to Ukraine soon. He's been volunteering in Ukraine for 3 years. He's going to speak to us about what's really happening on the ground and how important American support is for that country. So the information is all over all of my socials. I need you to come. There is an Eventbrite link. I need you to register there so we know how many people are coming so you don't show up and be unable to get in. All right. Thank you. Please tag every political organization who ignores my efforts because I don't have a good enough permit. Please tag them and let them know that I'm working 25 hours a day and busting my ass. And I sure could use some fucking support when they're done with the Kumbaya contest. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Who would it now?